I happen to be a SillyPseudonym. Let's try a little Nova Drift, shall we? Hringingy guy did suggest an infused grenade build. We can give it a shot and see when the universe happens. Question is which shield to take. There are plenty of advantages to a temporal shield. Could also try the orbital. Siphon's okay. Reflect is... well, it does give us a large shield pool to work with, doesn't it? We can give it a shot. Take the Sentinel. Let's start working on shields. We also want barrage, though. Decisions. Alright, we'll start with this. None of these are shields. Can't help but notice. Could take the armor. There's the barrage. Could do with having this efficiency or this channeling. Start with the channeling. Ataraxia is tempting, but we have so many other mods we need. We do also need Splinter, but we also need, well, more shields. Homing is nice, but not necessary. I do kind of want barrier, but I also do need the shield cooldown. Radiant shields. Does increase our shield effect radius. Ricochet. I'll take a ricochet. Even polar inversion could be useful for that same reason. Just spread the burn. Or explosions, as the case may be. I do want reflexive shields, but I also want volatile shields down into discharge. And there is our discharge. We do want regeneration for our shields. Efficiency is probably useful, as is reflexive shielding. Start there, we do want the regenerative shields. Take the core shielding as well. Hidden power, not this time. Magnitude, once again, we do want Splinter. Efficiency would also be nice. We'll take this for now. Adrenal module makes sense with our current build. I do kind of want Ataraxia, but I also want to just banish all of this. So let's just banish everything. Take the Omni-Shield. Barrier. I don't like the lower shield cooldown, but I do like the increased maximum shielding. And of course the barrier effect. We also want the Splinter. Let's start with the Splinter. There it is. Infuse. Discharge now deals 8% of current shield self-damage to you. When you fire your weapon, it gains an additional damage equal to 400% of self-damage dealt by discharge, divided between projectiles fired. Discharge bolts of energy originate from your weapon projectiles instead of your shield when they hit targets, and discharge bolts of energy may trigger up to 12 times per second. I do want that efficiency. I wouldn't mind a galvanic. Gemini Protocol is probably not what we need here. Conversion, on the other hand, we already have Omni-Shield. The +5 to base hull and base shields is something. I don't know if it's a good enough something, but it's something. Evolutionary niche is interesting. Improves our shield effect radius, shield power, and damage resistance. We'll give it a go. Could just banish. I do kind of want the stabilization, but getting a free level and shrinking a little bit isn't too terrible. Bigger explosions does help our grenades, well, get bigger explosions, though. Bravado improves our gear stats quite a bit. Combined with our already existent evolutionary niche, that could be useful. Kinetic boost is something, so is weaponized shields, but I am once again considering the barrier, and I think I will take it. See our voids appearing, unfortunate, but just one isn't too bad. Normally I would take this energized shields, but do I want a revelation and hope we can get another one? We'll try it. Let's see how well. Oh, this is going to be weird. For some reason, I'm acting like I have Warp Strike. But no, I can just leave. Don't have to stick around if I don't want to. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that Candescence. Just for the extra burn damage, but... I'm sure it'll all work out. Oh, this is so weird. Also a bit trippy. Bigger explosions with lower rate of fire, better movement, better velocity and weapon damage. Those are all nice, but I'm really hoping for something else, like more shield effect power. And more discharge bolts when we take damage on our shield. I can already see part of the problem with this build is, well, not being able to see. When the discharge effects are all triggering, it can be difficult to tell where the enemy is and where you are, and all the noise. And by noise I mean giant bolts of lightning and explosions. Another ricochet. I don't know about that. With Barrage, double tap does make a degree of sense. Does help with our rate of fire, but I was really hoping to make up for our shield cooldown more than rate of fire. And I have enough rerolls to look for it, but a little extra rate of fire would help us get through some of these waves a little bit faster than we might otherwise. Nice to get a meta charge that increases our regeneration quite a bit. I guessed wrong about what direction they were going to be moving in, but that's fine. I'm sure it's all going to work out. Hello there, Bulwark. hidden power in another life. Blast Radius is nice for bigger explosions from our grenades. Improved thrusters are nice. Targeting could help us actually hit enemies. Turns out that's useful. We'll go with the targeting. Just give the grenades a little bit of a wiggle towards the enemy as it approaches. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. As long as we can kill these things fairly quickly, we shouldn't have too much of a trouble. Their relatively weak spawns are not that big of a threat. Just if they get enough that they can shield themselves essentially with them. Ouch, pain, ouch. Stop firing for a second, let my shields come back a bit. Thank you. I will take the energized shields. It does lower the rate of fire, but we picked up a fire increase with that burst fire. So we can lower that down a little bit and instead get even faster shield recovery. There we go. Hide, run, hide. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Please stay away from me. Yeah, this is what I mean by getting so many spawns that they can shield themselves a bit with them. That can be annoying. Another energized shields. Alright. Give it a go. Does once again lower our rate of fire, but does improve our shield recovery rate. Oh, that is not a position I wish to be in. Singularity detected. Was this a Star Trek episode? Strange New Worlds has been interesting. I've been watching it a bit lately. Definitely something moving towards a more episodic format. It still has some of the more modern style television, longer form arcs, but definitely a stronger emphasis on the Planet O the Week sort of situations. And the acting's good. Writing's pretty decent. A fun thing to have. Could take a double tap to make up for that energized shields, and why wouldn't we? Sure. We'll go with this. It's very strange to have this kind of system. Not used to the self-damage whenever you hit an enemy with your weapon. Self-damage when you fire. Constant low-grade self-damage, a la Dying Star. But just that you take damage when your weapons trigger your discharge. That is definitely something I am unaccustomed to in this game, or, well, any other game I can think of. Ah, that was painful. They just need you to explode, and all of you to explode as well, if you don't mind. Much appreciated. But take Challenger. I don't know if that's a wise idea. Could just get us killed. Am I willing to risk just getting killed for one free level? And a power-up. Alright. I regret everything. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. A little velocity would help. Feel like it's a little hard sometimes to reach enemies on the other side of the screen. Wasn't very nice, not very nice at all. Don't mind me, just trying to recover my shield. Thank you. You know what? Some days you get the feeling the game doesn't like you. Like now, for example. I would say now would be an example of this feeling. Perhaps I'm just overreacting. But I'm going to wait for our good friend the Scion here to summon a Singularity and then hope it solves my problems for me. Very kind of you, Singularity. And Scion. I know it's a teamwork situation here, as many things are in life. So often one person gets the credit for what is, in truth, the contributions of so many. Blast radius is interesting. Better explosions and all that good stuff. Do I want a twin strike? Who needs recovery rate when you can have more grenades? I don't think we get enough grenades to make this worthwhile. Galvanic? Evolutionary niche. Does increase our damage resistance and shield effect power. And shield effect radius, but that one doesn't matter quite as much. We'll give it a go. Oops, I do not need to be here. Thank you for exploding. And thank you for the armor. Or the meta charge in this case. Always nice to get that boost to recovery. Oh, not you again. Just go away. Leave us. That's not good. That's not good. Who was worried? I was worried. No. Don't want to be there. I'm just throwing grenades everywhere and hoping one hits. That's my current strategy. Okay, yep. Just need you to explode there, and you explode there, and everything's good. Hello, son. I would say lovely to see you, but that might be a bit of an exaggeration. Bigger explosions is a welcome idea, as is snipe. Mastery does improve the rate of fire a bit. And the explosion size, and the damage. And the velocity. I think it's enough of a small improvement hither and yon to make it a good enough pickup. That's not exactly what I'm hoping for either, but... Good shot, Kami, good shot. Much appreciated. Oop, got that. This is where I want to have that rupture, but the discharge effects and the splintering effects are worthwhile just for handling these serpents a little bit faster. It's a lot of armor fragments. In some ways, this ricochet is not as useful as it could be, since it's, at times, bouncing projectiles away from the enemy instead of just exploding directly on them. That is a downside that is more apparent when there's just one enemy. It's a lot of Celestials. Towards the Discord, we have enough wild mods. It's another way of dealing damage, and it doesn't require me to fire my weapon and do self-damage. That's my thinking there. I really should try another old-fashioned discharge build, he says as he explodes. Ah, just shy of 1 million too. Tisk, 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 tisk. Still, a pretty fun suggestion. I do enjoy it. Nice to try the new Infuse mod. I wonder what other weapons really would work well with Infuse. I don't think Vortex works well. If you have too high a fire weapon, you might just kill yourself before you can do much damage to the enemy. Oh no. Anyway, for now, I thank you all for stopping by.